And welcome to another Drew's Book Reviews. So today's book, The Defenders of Shannara, The Darkling Child. Terry Brooks, all I could say, 300 pages of awesome. So anyway, Paxson, main character from the previous book, the High Druid's Blade, who we met there, has spent his time since the events of the High Druid's Blade living, learning, and practicing his newfound skills with the High Druid's Blade at Paranor, the home of the Druids. There is a new Ard Rise, leader of the Druid Order, after the death of Afangol Elistel, the previous Ard Rise, and a new Druid companion for Paxson named Aveline. Esatrin has advanced to the position of the Ard Rise of the Druid Order. Aveline has become Paxson's new companion on their adventures seeking out magic and sorcerers around the world. Rain, our main character, which the story primarily revolves around, is a man who has been on his own since he was a child, really. He spent his time singing in taverns to make a living and survive. He has become quite famous, as his music seems to entrance the listener and create in their minds worlds and emotions and stories that captivate his audience. Little does he know, however, that what he is doing is using the magic of the wish song. His singing, he is literally ignorant of the use of his magic in his singing, and it attracts the attention of our series' primary villain, Arcanon. Arcanon, however, has come along and has hired a woman named Liriana to effectively seduce Rain and cause him to fall in love with her, so he's all the more easily manipulated into doing what he wants. In this way, he can take control of not only Rain, but his powers as well, and use them to achieve his vengeance for the destruction of his home, the notorious pirate city of Arbrox. Rain's powers, however, also come to the attention of the Druids of Paranor, after he uses them to protect himself in an explosive and uncontrolled magical outburst. Esatrin dispatches Paxson and Aveline to seek out this boy and try to bring him back to Paranor. However, by the time they find him, he's already under the influence of the dreaded Arcanon, who is using him in his bloodthirsty quest for vengeance. Paxson seems to have problems. You see, he keeps falling in love with the wrong people. First, Lefor, Arcanon's daughter, whom he missed his chance with in the first book, and now Aveline, who seems to be the girl of his choice in this book. Everyone he loves he loses, and this has brought him to a near breaking point. He has spent 5 years as the sworn protector of the Druids. He's now feeling lost and distraught at the course his life has taken. While he's agreed to serve the Druids because he felt that his life was going nowhere, and they offered his family protection from Arcanon, who's been hunting him for his magical sword. This story, however, while focused around Rain and his magical wish song, seems to be more about Paxson. From the first book through to what I expect will be the last book in this series, especially right around the end, where the last sentence of this book really sets up for the continuation of his story, and also for Leofer. Story will continue as well, and I'm really looking forward to that. Reading it, my first thought with that last sentence was, no, don't stop. I need to know what happens. But then I remembered there is one more book, which of course I need to read now. With every large scale series of books like Shannara, which currently sits at over 30 books, read them all, highly recommend it. You just got it. Fantastic writing. There is one element that must be present through all the books to really tie them together as part of that single same world. With Shannara, that element is not a thing, or even a theme, but rather it's a place, the Hadeshorn in the heart of the Valley of Shale. This place is where the Druids go to die. It's deadly and poisonous to mortals. The valley is dark, it's rocky, strewn, and lifeless. The Hadeshorn is a lake at the center of this valley that has this strange glass-like surface. It's not solid, yet not quite liquid. It's still and silent, and yet there's evidence of energies lurking beneath the surface. It is here that the spirits of the druids long since dead reside for eternity. When a druid goes there to die, they are greeted by the spirit of the first druid, Alanon. It's when his spirit comes forth that the waters become violent and explosive as his soul and energy breaks the surface to greet the druid who comes and takes their hand to lead them into their eternities, kind of like the psychopomp guiding them across the barriers of mortality into the eternal realms. Every time I read about the Hadetorn in the Valley of Shell, I cannot help but envision this awe-inspiring sight that invokes both terror and reverence at the awesome power of the druids of old. There's simply no way to describe Shannara or any book within this world as anything but amazing and just awesome. I just love these books. I can't wait to read The Sorcerer's Daughter, Book 3 in the Defender of Shannara series. Just an incredible series, and I absolutely love it. Easy 8 out of 10 bookworms. If you've not read it, what are you waiting for? Get on it already. Terry Brooks is truly a master of storytelling, and I will never hesitate to read anything by Terry Brooks. This book, easily, again, 8 out of 10 bookworms, easy. Read it, pick it up, and don't forget to subscribe and comment below, or visit my blog site, andrewsbookreviews.wordpress.com. I'm really looking forward again to the next book in the series, as mentioned, The Sorcerer's Daughter. It's going to be a good one. I know it will be. Why? Because it's Terry Brooks, and he writes everything that is just awesome. So again, subscribe below, comment, share, and thank you for listening. Have a great day.